In this video, we will talk about the highest paying jobs without a degree that you're not considering. You know anyone who went to college, got their degree, and then started working at a job that didn't require it? It's not uncommon. According to the National Center for Education Statistics, just 65% of adults in the United States have completed postsecondary education. That means that 35% of adults working in this country don't have a degree. This doesn't mean that they don't have opportunities to thrive in the workforce. It just means that there are different ways to get your foot in the door and stand out among other candidates who are also seeking those same job opportunities. Careers that pay well without a degree. A good portion of the highest paying jobs that don't require a degree are in them. STEM fields. This acronym stands for science, technology, engineering, and math. Some people like to think of it as STEAM with the addition of art to represent creative fields such as graphic design and architecture. There are several careers in this field that don't require a college degree, such as computer and software, programming, computer systems analyst, data analyst, and computer network architect. Keep in mind that these are just some of the most common jobs in these fields. There are plenty of others that are not listed here. Even so, it's important to find out what kind of education and training you'll need for each of these careers before you decide to go that route. You don't want to get too far into a field before you discover that you can't get a job in it. Computer and software programming. Computer and software programming is a field that is expected to be in high demand through 2025. There are many different types of programming languages that are used today, but the most common are C, and Java. Other programming languages that are used today include Python, Perl, JavaScript, and Ruby. Most computer programmers specialize in a certain programming language or type of software. Some of the most common types of software that are programmed are operating systems, database management systems, and web applications. If you choose to go into computer programming as a career path, you'll need to make sure that you get the right education to do so. Computer programming is something that you can learn from online tutorials. Transport and trucking. The U.S. Department of Labor predicts that the demand for truck drivers will increase by as much as 15% by 2022. This is due to various factors, including an increase in the volume of goods being shipped and the aging population of truck drivers. There are generally two ways that you can go into the trucking industry. You can either apply to a trucking company and hope they hire you, or you can start your own company. If you choose the first option, you can apply to companies that hire their drivers as employees. You'll need to get a commercial driver's license, CDL. On the other hand, if you choose the second option, you'll also need to get a commercial driver's license as well as pass a background check before starting your own business. Welding. The need for welders will increase by around 12% by 2024. Although it's true that many people who work as welders don't have a college degree, it's often helpful to have a certification in the field. There are several types of welding, each of which has its own set of specialized equipment. Knowing what type of welding you would like to do can help you decide which certification is best for you. For instance, if you would like to work on automobiles and other large machines, you might want to go with a pipe welding certification. Alternatively, if you would like to work on aircraft, you might want to go with a certification in aircraft welding, heating, air conditioning, and refrigeration repair. The need for HVAC technicians and refrigeration and commercial appliance repair technicians is expected to increase by 12% by 2024. It's important to note that these two jobs are very similar, although there are some slight differences between them. If you want to work in one of these fields, you'll need to get your state certification. This can take anywhere from a few months to several years, depending on where you live and the type of certification you go for. There are many different types of training that you can take to become an HVAC technician or refrigeration technician. Some of them are offered by community colleges, but others are offered by trade schools that specialize in these types of fields. Smart home installer. The need for residential electricians is expected to increase by 11% by 2024. If you want to go in this field, you'll need to get your state certification in residential electrical work. In addition to this, you'll need to make sure that you have a good understanding of the National Electrical Code and all of the safety regulations that apply to residential electrical work. Many people go into this field after getting out of the military and having already received their residential electrical certification while they were in. This is one of the highest paying jobs that you can get with only a high school diploma. If you don't have a high school diploma, you can still go into this field as long as you have a GED or get your high school diploma. Elevator repair technician. Although many people don't think about it, Elevator repair is a very common occupation. In fact, you can find it listed as one of the highest paying jobs that don't require a degree. If you want to enter this field, you'll need to get your state certification. This can take anywhere from a few months to several years, depending on where you live and the type of certification you go for. You'll also need a strong understanding of the National Electrical Code and all of the safety regulations that apply at elevator work. Dental hygienist. Dental hygienists are responsible for cleaning teeth, recording the condition of the patient's gums, and providing education and advice on proper dental hygiene. Dental hygienists need to be licensed in each state in which they plan to work. This usually involves an associate degree from a 2-year program. If you want to become a dental hygienist, you can expect to make around $43,000 per year, which is about $20,000 more than the median annual wage for all occupations. The job market is always changing, and it's important to stay on top of what types of jobs are in high demand. Many different jobs don't require a college degree and pay well, but it's important to make sure that you have the education and training necessary to go into those fields. If you don't have the right education, you're unlikely to get hired for these jobs. That's why it's important to make sure that you're prepared before you apply for any jobs. If you enjoyed this video and got value from it, hit that subscribe button for more videos like this. Comment below if you have any questions. Thanks for watching.